Just showing an LED module for rapid breadboard prototyping. Just makes it easier to use a breadboard without having to dig up some LEDs all the time, plug them in, uh, with resistors that's matching. This makes it easier to use, especially with a microcontroller. This one's designed to go over the middle of the breadboard, or if you have a breadboard that has even spaced power rails, the ones that match the regular rows, you can plug them in between the breadboard section and the power rail section. Makes it easier to use, um, especially for something like status lights or just be able to tell debugging. This one's individual control, like I said. This is a common anode version. It shares a power rail, positive power, through a single 22 ohm resistor. Gives it 19 milliamps, but at 3.6 volts that I'm running it on. Even though they're, one resistor, when they're all on, it's still pretty bright, so you don't notice much of a difference, especially with prototyping where it doesn't matter too much. In this case, I'm just going to show you them all on individually first. And the goal is simply with a microcontroller, you can be able to turn them on as needed. It also works when they're all on, even though they do share one resistor. Like I said, they're not. It's still pretty bright when you turn it on. When you turn all of them on at the same time. I just have it powered by a switch with built-in battery. I got this off a Halloween decoration. On the little sample button, try it now. Has batteries built in, it's kind of convenient. And this is them all on at the same time. So it works. Like I said, this one's only on one side. It doesn't use the bottom. Let me show you how it looks. Just headers, 4 headers on each side. Nothing on the bottom. And it's a manufactured board, but you should be able to um, make one at home, especially since there's no routing on the other side. This one's designed for 1206 LEDs, but 805s work as well. The footprint's pretty convenient. You can get 805s on them without much of a hassle. Better footprint would be, always better option. So I have to look into that. You can see the bottom 2 LEDs are 0805 sized. The resistor is also 1206. Again, 0805 can fit on it. Problem. Same board can be used for common cathode as long as you switch the LEDs around. Um, so you can use it depending on how you need. I also have another version of the same board. And it's not built yet, but it's same concept. Slightly thinner because it actually uses the bottom as well. So you would have the LEDs on the top side, and on the bottom side you would have the resistors. Each one individual, you get full brightness depending on the resistor you choose, or you can switch it around. So some of the LEDs are anode, some of the LEDs are common cathode, and you would use it depending on how your circuit's set up, how your microcontroller is coded. It just makes it pretty convenient to use.